So, hello guys, this is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator, and this one is a special video, as you can see it, because finally we made it here to Dubai and I could meet Carl Runefelt in his office. Carl, welcome to Blockchain Bloom. Hi.
Hello, nice to see you and welcome to my office.
Exactly, so this is mainly, Hungarian channel. We do run the English channel, but the reason why I thought it would be awesome to meet you because you have an amazing journey in crypto from where you have started and what you have reached. And this could be a role model for so many people. And I know that back then you also visualized a lot of things for yourself. And finally, you made it happen. So in this interview, I'd love to talk about your journey a little bit. If you can take us a little bit back in time, Carl before he entered into crypto kind of thing. And then a little bit move on, and then let's jump onto the crypto market, how you see the bull market, now, and all these kind of things, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
So good. So let's start about you before you, got into crypto. So how Carl Runefelt looked like, did what kind of things back in Sweden where you lived there?
Yeah, so I mean, I grew up in a pretty normal, like middle class kind of thing in Sweden, had a pretty normal Swedish childhood. And then eventually I went to school, and in school I had a big issue because I had a hard time understanding why I was there.
Okay.
And because of that, I kind of started to I stopped going actually. I started to just hang out with people that didn't go to school and just going partying and stuff. So
how old were you back then? It's like we're talking about high school, right?
14, 15, 16 years old probably.
Okay.
And then when I was, I think 16, 17 or so, I dropped out because I just, I was too fed up with school, and it was just so boring and so much propaganda, I thought, like so much stuff
right.
that was just false, false history, false, so I just stopped going, and then eventually I just didn't do anything. I was just partying and doing bad things, and then much later I realized that I at least need to get a job, so I started in a grocery store. Actually, my parents basically they said either you go back to school and finish your studies, or you go get a proper job, like a 9 to 5. Actually, they wanted me to do something super nice. They wanted me to become like a doctor, lawyer, like something like this, like traditional.
Was it a difficult time for you guys then in family? How
a
to
lot
handle
of
this
fighting.
whole thing?
Yeah, we were fighting all the time. My mom was always screaming at me, like, go back to school, go back to school. But then
are they used to be both employees, your dad and your mom?
Employees, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're coming from that kind of background?
They were, well, my mom was at one point also a business owner.
Okay.
But I would say they were at least, they were like, let's say, high achievers in the way that they were like very serious jobs, and like they had high expectations on me.
Okay.
But yeah, their faith in me started to go down,
okay.
let's say. Yeah, long story short, I started in this grocery store, and eventually I started to learn about Bitcoin and stuff, but that happened after I started to visualize my future. So basically, I was in the grocery store, and I thought to myself, like, this cannot be the end of my life. Like, it cannot be that my life should be a grocery store for the rest of the life. So I started visualizing my dream life. I learned about the law of attraction. I was looking at it online. I actually, people think I sound crazy, but like when I felt bad and I was like, I have no direction where to go, I had this weird feeling that the universe was telling me that I need to research the law of attraction. I got like small hints and like from my world, from my life, like it's hard to explain, but like
okay, but even because the environment where you are in the grocery store, it's probably not those kind of people who have this kind of future mindset, visualizing all these kind of things.
Not.
So how this kind of things got to you? You found a book, for example, where you could start, or you online?
So that's the thing, like again, like I sound crazy when I say it, but like I felt like it felt like someone was trying to tell me something.
Okay.
And this someone in this case is the universe. Like it was like Yeah, I would just sound crazy if I say it, you know, but like it was
No,
like
you don't. I mean, you know, there are a lot of things in life which you do not have a rational explanation for it. I do believe that. So you don't have to explain everything. I was just curious about the way that how
yeah, but let's say
it
this,
got
like
to you.
it was just like sometimes it was like through what someone was saying, or it was like a book that was just laying somewhere and like I just felt like I had to go and check it out, and there was like a message there, or like I was watching on YouTube and at some point like just something pops up that just felt like something told me I need to watch this thing, and then a lot of these things and all of these things always came down to the law of attraction and like how to visualize my dream life to get out of where I was, basically. So I just thought, okay, you know what? Okay, universe, if this is your message to me, like I'll take it seriously. So I started visualizing my dream life. I started to visualize freedom and happiness and success and money and like all the things that I always wanted. And I was like, I want to be the most extraordinary version of myself. So I started visualizing that, and then yeah, after a few months, I started to seeing some progress. Like the universe was again like giving me some opportunities and some ideas. You know, started with the YouTube channel. I heard about Bitcoin. I learned about it, and like one thing led to another. I tried a few businesses that didn't work out as well. Some dropshipping.
Sorry to
businesses.
interrupt, but meanwhile you were working in the grocery store, and in your evenings, in your free time, you did find Bitcoin. Did you find Bitcoin actually on YouTube when people were talking about it? Yeah. And then you somehow, you call it law of attraction, whatever, were curious about it, did some research. And because the starting, when your YouTube channel started, was it already from scratch about crypto?
Yeah.
So then you had this kind of vision that I love to do something. And first you have already invested a little bit in crypto. I mean, while you were working in the grocery store before your YouTube channel kind of journey?
No, I mean, so law of attraction happened like 1.5 years into the grocery store.
Right.
And then I started the channel probably like maybe 6-7 months later, I think.
Okay.
Learned about Bitcoin around then. And then I was making my YouTube videos, crypto videos in the grocery store, like while I was there, like before and after work. Yeah.
Because the early videos I've seen, you had already kind of set up like behind the desk. You were very nicely dressed up and all these kind of things. And, but you have already videos in the grocery store.
I was still working in the grocery store then. I think I painted the picture of me being like this successful guy, but actually I was not. I was working in the supermarket. And all I had was a passion for Bitcoin. You know, like I loved Bitcoin. I loved learning about it, reading about it. So I thought if I have a YouTube channel where I teach about Bitcoin, I will push myself to learn more because I have a responsibility.
That's right. It's always good. I mean, whatever you teach is the way for you even more understanding, more deeply.
Exactly. So I think that was the reason why I started the channel, or one of the main reasons. And yeah, so during the grocery store, like I was making those videos before and after work, told my colleagues to buy Bitcoin and all this stuff, and I started making good money in the grocery store from so basically in the grocery store I made $1,500 a month. From the YouTube channel I started making like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, while still staying in the grocery store because of.
All right. Is it because this is how YouTube paid in Sweden? Because they do it in Hungary. YouTube, I mean, in different regions, as you know, you have, it pays actually very bad when it comes to. I knew in the United States, it's a totally different setup. So even in Sweden, you could earn, as you just mentioned, some money from. Yeah, from
YouTube ads, I made like $3,000 a month or something.
So even better than in the grocery store, but your main job was still doing your 9-to-5 job.
Yeah, I was still in the grocery store because I was like afraid of like what if this doesn't work out? Like what if. You know, I don't know, just weird stuff, you know. And then, but eventually I was looking so much on my phone in the grocery store, like at Bitcoin prices and YouTube comments, that my boss told me, like, Carl, you know what, I'm not technically firing you, but like, maybe it's time for you to move on. Because he saw like I was always like this. They saw in the cameras, I was just like checking prices all the time, you know.
And what about your parents that time? Because they had their kind of high expectations. You put yourself on a journey. They might see that you actually, you know, learning about law of attraction and all these kind of things, starting a YouTube channel. So what was their opinion about it? They were kind of happy that you have moved on a little bit, or they were worried about this kind of journey as well?
Well, first they were worried, and they thought thought it looked shady. They thought Bitcoin sounds like a scam, like most people think, right?
Yeah, sure.
So they were like, Carl, like, what are you wasting your time on this? Like, close this computer, go get a job, go back to school. Like, what is this like shady thing you're doing? And I told them like, this is the future. Like, just buy Bitcoin. Like, but they didn't care because there was no money coming in at that point. So, but eventually, when money came in, and I said I quit my grocery store job now, and I make more money from this now than grocery store, they were like, you know what, fine, fair game. Like, if you make,
there was the proof that okay, you do.
Yeah. So like I told them like, look, what do you mean real job? This is a real job. Like, I make money more from this than I would make from like some other job.
Right.
So they actually said, okay, Carl, we understand. Like, this seems like a real job. So fine, if that works for you, then that works. And later they supported me a lot because they saw that it was working. Like, they saw that I made a lot of money and I got recognition. Like, you know, so now they support me 100%.
Oh, you proved it. So
yeah.
Now, for a while, you are on the level when they actually, I think, no doubt. And what was the reason when you decided, okay, I have my YouTube channel, I do it here in Sweden, it's getting more and more popular, let's move to Dubai?
Well, that was, I was first 8 months in Thailand, and then I was looking for a country where there's low taxes and where you can set up a business, because I didn't want to stay in Sweden because it's just, it's not for entrepreneurs there, it's like boring. And then I found Dubai, went here with my friend Chris, MM Crypto. He also went here at the same time, so we came here together. And I love this place. I actually came here just to put an office and then travel the world, but then I saw how nice it is here that I actually ended up living here as well.
Okay, right. And was it difficult here to actually start and get into this crypto hub? So if you go back in time when you first arrived, you don't know too many people. You know, Chris, you arrived here both. Now you're both of are very successful, know the whole crypto industry here. But how was this journey to reach this point?
I mean, it's just, I don't know. Just
I mean, was YouTube the one which actually helped you a lot? Or actually you started to go to places, meet people? So what helped you? Being here and doing a YouTube channel from here, not from Sweden, or actually that you get to places here and meet people in live and...
I just think quality of life is more fun here. Like, I can enjoy my life here, way safer here. You can enjoy money here. In Sweden you can't. And yes, I just enjoy my life, and then I get to know people through my life, and I just live my life like I want to live it. I don't really think about it so much, and I don't chase things. Like, I don't go here to like network with people. Like, I never did these things. Like, I never chased anyone, or like I didn't force things to happen. Like, I just I always rely on the fact that the universe will give me the things at the right time, and sometimes I have to learn lessons, and sometimes I have to you know, learn from my mistakes, and that's fine. But the universe pulls me where I need to be, you know, and I don't chase things. So I always feel like I want to attract things.
Actually, during this journey to getting here, is there anything what you regret?
With Dubai?
Dubai, or in the crypto, or something which you said, if I could do that differently, I wouldn't do that. Okay,
so what I would do...
Whatever you can talk about.
Okay, so I would not give my Bitcoin to like investment opportunities where they will give me more Bitcoin back, you know, like these like interest bearing, like this is all scams, and I lost money like that. So,
but these are not the ones when on YouTube going live and then
no,
you
not that. That's too obvious.
That's too scammy.
Yeah,
but even here, some people offered you great opportunities. It sounded at least great.
Always like these things.
And you did fall in it at the beginning.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you like, hey, give me 1 Bitcoin and you can get 10% per year, blah blah blah, like this kind of stuff, or like even 3% per month, like these kind of things. It's always scams.
Okay.
So I lost money like that. So if anyone is watching, like, just keep your Bitcoin in your wallet and just keep it there, and don't give it to anyone unless you're buying something.
Right. You believe in self-custody when it comes to... Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I have some Bitcoin on exchanges as well, but
this is for your trading part, I think.
Trading and like, quick liquidity like stuff, but yeah.
So yeah, self-custody is definitely the way.
Yeah.
Okay. And how you feel now the whole crypto industry, in which way it is moving. So you are in crypto since
17.
17. Okay, so since 17 we have big changes here happening really fast with this industry you know, entering, no, so institutions, I wanted to say, entering into it. So how do you say what's going to happen in the close future to this whole kind of Bitcoin thing and crypto, how it's now changing because of the new players, even BlackRock entering into the game?
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin now is not even $70,000. Bitcoin will be worth hundreds of thousands in the future, even millions. I have all my money in Bitcoin, so that's what I'm betting on. And I think now we have the ETF out, and when Bitcoin breaks $100,000, I think it's going to be a huge media storm, media hype, meaning that there's going to be a lot of new people coming into Bitcoin, and now the ETF is there, so it's very easy to buy. So yeah, the price is going to explode. Already next year, it's going to explode. And then in the next 10 years, I think we can see Bitcoin go to like $1 million.
Right. And actually, we can go a little bit back. When you found Bitcoin, what was the most attractive part of Bitcoin when you say, okay, this is something I have to read, early stage, I really have to get around and understand it, because this is maybe a once in a lifetime opportunity?
Well, actually, before Bitcoin, I was already interested in the central banking system and like the fiat system and why it's a bad system, an evil system. So I was actually buying gold and silver, physical gold and silver, with my grocery store money.
Okay.
I still have that gold and silver at home. Like I put all my money in there. And the moment I found Bitcoin, I stopped buying gold and I bought only Bitcoin, because I realized that Bitcoin is like gold but better. And fiat is evil, and at some point fiat will collapse, and then there needs to be an alternative. And yeah, gold for sure, but Bitcoin even more. So I thought this will probably be the best opportunity in my lifetime to make a lot of money, and also to you know, spread the word about something which is going to be huge in the future, you know. So that's why I also created the channel, to tell people about Bitcoin.
And the people around you at the early stage, were there any others who supported Bitcoin, or you felt like an alien kind of? Like...
I was completely alone. Nobody. Like in the grocery store, my friends, family, nobody. Like no one cared. 2017, it was very small. Like Bitcoin and crypto is much bigger today. Like it's a huge difference. Back in 17, it was such a small industry, and nobody cared. And people just thought it sounded shady. A couple of friends in the grocery store bought some Bitcoin, but that's it. I got my mom to eventually buy Bitcoin. I gave my sister Bitcoin. I gave my sister Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like $17,000.
Right.
Back in 2000, what was it? Maybe 19, probably 19 or 20, maybe. Probably, yeah. Anyways. Now it's like 70K, so it's good for her. It's like a nice...
It was a nice present, and
not bad, right?
It's getting better and better.
I told her, like, look, I just made you a millionaire. Like, in the future, you're going to have $1 million, you know? It's going to be worth a lot. So, and I told her also to keep buying. And I told my whole family they're buying, so they have Bitcoin and everything. So, you know, and, but yeah, long story short, I've been trying to tell people to buy Bitcoin, and some people listen, some people don't.
Sure. And how did you meet the guys like even Davinci or Chris? You came to this country with Chris together, so you knew each other for a while already because you both had YouTube channels, kind of?
So he messaged me actually before I met anyone in crypto, kind of. I went to one conference, and then he messaged me and said, hey, Carl, join me on this other crypto conference in Spain. I got free flight and hotel, you can get the same. I was like, wow, that sounds insane. Like someone will pay for me to go.
Yes.
For me, that was like crazy, but he's good at getting deals and stuff. So, so yeah, I took his recommendation, joined, and then we had a blast. And then we went to many conferences together. And so I have to thank him for that, because he helped me come out of my comfort zone, like go out in the world and travel around. And yeah, we had a good time. And he's also the reason why we came together to Dubai as well.
Okay, so he was the one who was pushing it a little bit. Let's do that.
And
then you met Davinci already here, because he was already here living?
No, I met him during the travels. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And apart from Dubai, which area of the world you think it's really into crypto? So
no place which is better, but maybe Singapore, of course, like some Asian countries, maybe Switzerland a bit. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that, to be honest.
Okay. And of course, to reach this level, so we're talking about Bitcoin. Yeah, it's the kind of greatest, but to multiple your crypto wealth, you might have to touch sometimes altcoins at the early stage, put it this way, because later you can take less and less risk. It's not that important. How was your journey with altcoins at the beginning, or even crypto startups and these kind of things?
Yeah, I mean, I've invested in many altcoins and many crypto companies because I'm so bullish on crypto. Like, imagine if you go back 20 years and you invest in 400.com companies. Yeah. 90% goes zero, yeah, sure. But if you pick Amazon, Google, Facebook, like, you can make like thousands of X's on your investment if you're picking the right one. So that's what I've been doing. But also, I think Bitcoin still has 100x left. So people can still make 100x their money over, let's say, 20, 30 years, you know?
I guess we always see that people just simply don't believe it. Even when Bitcoin was back in $5,000, they will keep asking the same question. How can it go higher?
Yeah, people have been saying this since
forever.
Inception. Yeah, so it will keep going up, and I still believe 100x is possible. Bitcoin could go easily to, $7 million or even higher.
I mean, it's not just about Bitcoin. It's all about what happened to fiat currency, how it's inflating and all these kind of things. It also definitely helps. And what would you think about a healthy portfolio? So Bitcoin, number one, it's no question. But for those who are at the beginning of the journey, they haven't invested that much, but they would like to reach something. What's your thoughts about investing altcoins, Bitcoin, not specific ones, don't get me wrong, it's just like percentage-wise and just strategy-wise.
So in the bear market, I always tell people to be like 80-90% Bitcoin, which I've been now. Now I'm actually changing a bit of my Bitcoins into altcoins, because now we're at the end of the bear cycle. So the bull cycle is starting, and then altcoins usually outperform Bitcoin. So then I switch some altcoins or some Bitcoin into altcoins, and then in the bull market, I eventually sell those altcoins back into Bitcoin with profits. So the idea is to make more Bitcoin.
And the way when you sell back, you sell continuously on the way up, or you
dollar
looking for some levels and
usually dollar cost average or some levels,
So dollar cost average kind of in and out.
Yeah, both. Yeah, exactly.
Kind of this way. And what kind of narratives do you believe could be actually hot in this market when it comes to altcoins?
Well, AI and crypto gaming are the two ones. Obviously, meme coins as well, but that's like a casino. But I would say AI and crypto gaming, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, AI and crypto gaming. Any thoughts about deepin or real world asset, or you think that's just too early? Because that's kind of also people talking about.
Yeah, maybe. But personally, crypto gaming is the thing that I look forward the most to, actually.
And what's the reason why? So why is you think it's gaming is the one which can?
Well, it's so easy for people to understand. When you talk about other things in crypto, it's usually very complicated. But crypto gaming, because it's gaming, everyone understands gaming. It's like people played Candy Crush, people played Need for Speed. Like it's a concept which is familiar to us. So when you just put crypto on top of it, it doesn't change much. So I think for mainstream adoption, it's very possible to get it for crypto gaming, I would say.
All right, okay. And your vision in the past, what you would like to achieve, you talked about even being rich, all these kind of things. What was back then, the vision, what you want to reach, and where you are right now? What's your vision for the future? How has it changed over the years as you have, reached all these kind of things where you are right now?
So, I mean, now I live my dream life that I visualized. So that's amazing. But now, of course, I visualize other things as well. I have more goals and more things I want to do with my life. I feel like I still didn't reach the full potential of myself, and I think
Can you reach it at one level? What do you think? Is it the point when you see that we have reached, or you always then see, oh, there is something else I can?
I think there's always things we can do to make ourselves better, but I'm for sure nowhere near yet where I'm going to be in the future. This I know for sure. So the vision I have for myself, it's like it always changes a little bit, but yeah, like I only did 10% of what I'm going to do in my life, you know. So,
okay.
So more is coming, and yeah.
Okay, when we talk about, I mean, strange to say happiness, but what is the thing when actually makes you happy? Because so many people, they haven't reached a certain level of wealth. They're facing their everyday difficulties, paying the bills. The solution for them many times sounds easy where they haven't been yet. So getting rich, having money solves my problems. You have reached a level which is, we can say it's a very nice level. But what happiness means for you, actually, if you can phrase
happiness.
it. Happiness, where you actually feel that I'm living the life what I like to do, and all these.
Well, I think a big part of happiness is to feel fulfilled. So you need to do something which you love, or you feel like you're productive doing it. I think that's a very important thing, and also just be proud of oneself is very important, and not look down on oneself, because that's probably the easiest way to feel bad. Having abundance of money, I think, is a very good thing, because then you also don't focus on the lack of money, which will create frustration. Money will not create the happiness itself, but it will at least avoid a lot of the bad feelings of feeling poor, which is, having freedom, in my opinion, is a big part of happiness. And money actually does buy a lot of the freedom in the world, right? So if you have money, you can travel wherever you want. You don't have to listen to a boss all the time. You don't have to be at one place in a job all the time. So freedom is a big part of happiness, and money does buy freedom. So indirectly, you could say money buys happiness, but not fully. Just it helps. It's like it's an important component.
You have a very cute and very nice relationship with your little brother, and actually, what has he taught you over the years about life?
Well, he loves me no matter what. Like, he will love me.
I can see every video when he jumps on you or whatever. It's love without boundaries. So it's
like he doesn't care if I'm rich or poor or happy or sad. He will always love me, and I will always love him. Like, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's truly this unconditional love, which is probably quite rare in this world.
Was it always there while you grew up? It was always. So you had this kind of special connection.
Always, yeah.
I heard at the moment video that you said it's like you like your brother even more than your mom, and sorry mom kind of thing. You kind of joke, but
everyone in the family loves him the most. He's the superstar of the family. So
amazing.
No one is ashamed of saying that.
Exactly. Okay, that's really nice to see. So, and you have done also with money what you can do. You have done charities as well. It's always something to give back. I think it's something which also gives you happiness. I just give you my example now. Recently, I was running the marathon last week. I do it for a couple of years, and I always do it for charity, because what I would like to teach my audience is that crypto is a tool you can use. Money itself or crypto itself, the holding Bitcoin won't make you happy, but if you reach something, find a way how to give back, because that gives you such a special experience and energy and all these kind of things. And I think in your case, even you must have very, very difficult times family-wise, when I think talking about your brother. But I think this also taught you a lot of lessons to find the importance of giving back and helping people who maybe are not on with the same capabilities, put it this way.
Yeah. So, I mean, yes, my little brother was actually born with Down syndrome.
Let's talk, if we can talk about it, because to understand.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So he was born with Down syndrome, which is, of course, not curable. It's a mental disorder, like a mental disability. But the worst part was not that, actually. The worst part was he was born with a heart failure, a heart problem, which was later fixed. But that was one thing. And then he also got leukemia twice. Cancer, which is very bad. Like, he was actually, it was like, I think my parents told me at one time, like, he's gonna do an operation, and I believe they said he has only a 2 out of 3 chance to survive, meaning that 30% approximately to not survive. So you can imagine how bad it was, very, very bad. So that's leukemia twice, not only one, but twice. But maybe even worse is that he was also born with a lymphangioma on his leg, which is a huge lymph cyst, and they were trying to operate it with surgery. They did 11 surgeries, but it didn't go away. It didn't heal. So it was like a huge wound on his leg for, I think, probably 7 years or something like this. That was completely open and leaking all the time. He needed band-aids all the time, and it was absolutely horrible. He couldn't go swimming, and for like, I would say, a decade straight, with all the cancer, with this stuff, like heart failure, he was in and out of hospital all the time. His medical journal is so big that when he goes to hospital nowadays, just for like a normal checkup, the hospital is like shocked when they check his journal, because it's like it usually never happens like that. Like, you have a journal like this with like thousands of hospital visits, you know. So basically, my mom and my dad were living at hospital with him. So my dad was there during the nighttime, and my mom was there during daytime. So my dad could work during the daytime to make money, so the family could survive on you know. So yeah, that's how it was. Good thing is that it was in Sweden, so everything was done by taxes. So of course, like, that's one benefit of taxes, I guess. Maybe the only benefit, you know. But yeah, so if this had happened in another country, then of course it would have been impossible to pay all of these bills. Like, it would have been millions of dollars, maybe, you know. And the family doesn't have that, so it would have been a disaster. So yeah, I guess because of that backstory, nowadays when I look in the world, I understand that there's a lot of people that have the same experience. Children with families where their children are struggling. And yeah, I want to just help as much as I can. So I've been doing some charity work there, where I given for foundations, and for example, for here in Dubai, there's a Emirates Down Syndrome Association with 600 individuals.
I think you have made a video about.
I made a video,
yeah,
exactly. I was there, and I gave them a donation to help them fix the place, and just you know, do some renovations, and just, like, you know, help them out with some stuff. They had a list of things they needed, and I told them, look, here's money so you can fix all these things. Yeah, these things I think is very important for everyone in the world, and especially for those that, you know, really don't deserve it. You know, people that are
children, especially, you know, haven't done anything bad, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Just born.
To be born with disabilities, like, they don't deserve it. Like, no one deserves that. So poor children, and not only the children but also the family, because it affects the whole family, you know.
It must be very difficult. I'm fortunate because we haven't had this, and I have 2 children, 6 and 9-year-old boys. They're like healthy, so I'm blessed, and I really say thank you every day for that. Yeah. And yeah, I can see how that can cause like difficulties. Let's move a little bit on a bit more happier topic. Put it this way: you're a big fan of cars, watches. What that actually gives you. You know, you have made, starting with your Bugatti and all these kind of things. So if you get a little bit introduced, like, it was part of your vision back then.
Yeah, but ever since I was a kid, I loved cars. I always loved cars, and the favorite car in the whole world was always the Bugatti Veyron since I was a kid. So when I had the money to buy it, I was like, I need to buy this, you know, I need to get my dream car. So I bought it, and that's amazing. And yeah, I love racing, so I have a Porsche GT3 RS that I go to track sometimes here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
You're taking lessons to learn also, or you just...
No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get into racing, yeah. Okay. 2 things I like, racing and music, which both I will do more of. But yeah, so yeah, and also I was sponsoring Formula 2. I sponsored Ralph Boschung. The car is
when we're doing the round tour, we should definitely show that. Yeah,
definitely. So I was sponsoring him for 2 years. Yeah, fun thing.
By the way, why he just didn't get another contract, or he just dropped out of Formula 2, so he's not continuing now?
Yeah, he retired. Yeah, exactly.
Retired from that. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's still okay. And watches?
Yeah, like I'm not a huge watch guy, to be honest. Like I have.
But you like to? I mean, your Jacob & Co.
It's sick, right? Yeah, that one is sick. I also visualized that one. So basically, back when in the grocery store, I was visualizing my dream life. So I was looking also at, I was watching YouTubers like Manny Koshbin Jon Olsen, producer Michael, and some other rich people that were bragging about their life, which is exactly what I wanted. You know, I wanted people to brag in my face so I could get that as inspiration. So basically, I visualized a Jacob & Co. watch because I saw producer Michael had one. So I was like, I visualized myself having one. So I was sitting in the grocery store pretending like I had a Jacob & Co. watch, you know. And then eventually, yeah, I got one. So that was super cool.
And not just one, a very special one.
Yeah, custom made for me, exactly. So I'm close with the brand now. I know Jacob and the guys over there. So got invited to some parties and stuff. So super cool, super cool.
And why did you stop with your music career? Because before you got into crypto, you even went to talent shows and wrote your own song. Walk on Water is the one which actually you put end of your videos, and people can listen to it on Spotify. So what was why you like music, and actually why did you stop with that, or what happened there?
Okay, so actually my first YouTube channel I ever started was my music channel. Okay. I created it probably 2011 or something, so one of the almost YouTube OGs, like it was very early YouTube days. But yeah, I made some covers there, like I sang covers, and I had a dream that I wanted to become a musician and artist and stuff like this. That was like my childhood passion and dream, and I write songs all the time. Like I'm a songwriter, like that's my main thing. I would say songwriter, singer, and then like I love to play guitar and piano and drums as well. But in terms of
you play these three instruments, like guitar, drum, and piano.
Yeah, okay. Not like very well, but like I play them good enough to write songs, and I sing good enough to like write songs and stuff. Which is but songwriting is really what I really love doing, and yeah, that was my first passion. But I didn't make any money from it. Actually, it costed me just a bunch of money. I even asked my parents for some money to like buy guitars because so it just costed money and. At some point I had to kind of face reality that like this is not going to be a job for me. Like I had to focus on something else, and so I kind of put it to the side, and yeah.
So maybe now it's coming back. Now
it's coming back.
That you can support this kind of hobby, put it this way.
Yeah, because now I can support myself, so I don't have to make music to make money. I can do music just for fun.
I think that's the greatest.
That's the best, because then
you can, whatever your style is, your inspiration, you don't have to follow any trends, because it could be really you.
And the best thing also, I don't need music labels, because music labels, they put you in boundaries and like in a box. So I will just do music based on my creative freedom, and if people like it, they like it. If they don't like it, that's so be it. I don't care. Like I have my money anyways. Like if my music flops, I don't care. I'll go back to making crypto videos. So it's like, it's just nice to know that I have the freedom of just doing it for the fun or for the passion.
And you also, talking about YouTube channels, started another YouTube channel, which goes with your name, Runefelt, which is a lifestyle kind of channel. Yeah. What was the reason for starting that one after your crypto one?
That one was actually because the content I make there is exactly the content I loved to watch back when I was visualizing my life. So, producer Michael, Manny, these guys. So basically I'm making videos now where now I'm the one bragging to inspire people, I'm saying bragging just because, the haters will say, oh, Carl, you're bragging. But like, I mean, yes, because I want to inspire. So when I buy expensive stuff, I want to show people when I'm doing it so that they can imagine them being in that situation. Because when you're stuck in a room in Sweden, like you don't see the luxury lifestyle. It doesn't exist there. So you need to see it somewhere. And that's where my YouTube channel exists. So people can see the luxury life. And if they choose to have that life, fine, then my YouTube channel is a source of inspiration,
Okay, so it's because of inspiration, because that was the one which pulled you kind of out, helped you visualizing things, and because it worked for you, you're doing just the same, because people can pick you too. I mean, either they watch your channel or not, but for those who actually it helps, then actually why not? Exactly,
so I'm basically giving back to the people now that are me 5 years ago.
Right.
They want to watch that kind of content, and I get so many good comments. Everyone says all the time, so inspirational, like this is inspiring. Like on the channel itself, I never see someone say, oh, you're bragging, but But I can see sometimes people will say these things, but I really don't care.
I mean, it's a two-way sword, actually. So and whatever you do, I mean, as long as you're on YouTube, if you decide to be on YouTube, you should take some punches because it's normal or not, or whatever you call it.
Haters exist everywhere. Like
doesn't matter
people
what you do.
Always have something to say, and I cared in the beginning, but I don't care anymore because like as long as I know that I never do something wrong and I always do something based on what I am like I can stand by and proud of, then people can say whatever they want, you know. Like it's this thing like if someone comes and tells me like, Carl, I hate you because of your blue hair, I'm like, well, I don't have blue hair, like why would I care, like what you say, like I don't care. That kind of thing I have now. Like people say, oh Carl, like you're a scammer, oh Carl, you're bragging, like I don't care. Like I'm not.
You cannot please everybody, kind of.
Yeah,
so
like
just no chance.
I stopped caring, you know, because people hate about everything. Like I see people hating on Ed Sheeran. People hate on like Taylor Swift. People hate on like Max Verstappen, like the #1 Formula 1 driver. Like this hate is so uncalled for and it's so stupid. But I think it's just people are jealous. But the most successful people in the world will always have hate and love. But it's like both. So we just have to be.
If you have haters, you must do something right.
I'm sure you have haters. Like everyone has haters.
Everyone has haters, I think. Especially if you're on YouTube, you have a much bigger channel. But even I'm lucky that I do not have that many commenting that I've seen other channels. But because I'm really coming from the educational side. But some people believe, nah, he just want to fix it. He just like showing this kind of face on the background. He's doing, I'm sure, something shady or something. Yeah, and it's not your job to explain it to everybody. Like then you're going to spend all your energy, everything to do that instead of focusing on things which are important.
100%.
So that's it. Good. That was a lovely conversation.
Yeah,
but before I leave, I love to show you the office, the F2 car. Let's check that one.
100%.
Okay?
I'll show you everything. Let's go.
Let's go for it. Yeah, I'm with you. You show me around, please.
Okay, so yeah, this is my office, my room where I do my meetings. So yeah, long story short, I have my computer, so I make some videos here sometimes as well.
So these must be special for you here. A couple of things.
This is stuff I got for free from like fans. This I got from fans. I got this one from fans. These are some magazines I did. This is the speed key to my Bugatti. Oh, so if I open up the speed, then the car goes faster.
Important one.
Important, right?
When it comes to racing.
Yeah, this one I just bought myself. Actually, I just found it. Looks cool.
Oh yeah.
Some awards that I got from like crypto conferences, like best influencer, best entrepreneur. This was best entrepreneur in like UAE.
That's a big trophy.
It's cool, yeah. This is like a rare comic book, that I got from a friend of mine. And these are of course the like 100,000.
You have much more now. Does YouTube gives you actually when you reach the next? What's the next level?
1 million. When I reach 1 million, yeah. So
okay, that's coming up.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's basically what I have here. This is from the Emirates Down Syndrome Association, actually.
Oh, they made it for you then?
Yeah, because I made the donation and I've been there. And I go there sometimes, and I've been there with my brother as well. So yeah, I have a good relationship with them now, and yeah, they made this for me. So it's basically my logo.
Yeah.
And yeah, hand painted by the individuals there that are part of the association. So.
Okay, yeah. And this is the cover for the single, right?
For Walk on Water, yeah, exactly. Walk on Water I made when I was, I think, 16, 17 years old, back in 2012. So yeah, that's a very old one.
Was it already that time that you were visualizing kind of things? Because the song lyrics, just Walk on Water, is kind of how you get
Actually, funny thing, no. Back then I had no clue about law of attraction. I had no clue about anything. I was just...
So maybe this was already a little sign, but you back then didn't capture. But it was already in you and part of the journey.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, many
just
people
when it comes to the lyrics, then
many people have told me that, look, Carl, it sounds like you were singing about yourself in the future and stuff. Like, yeah. So,
yeah,
the universe works in mysterious ways, I guess.
That's right.
And this is important. You need the moon cookies.
I take one for sure.
Yeah, you should. You should. Before you guys leave, you need one. Medieval Empires is, of course, the crypto game that were created here. So, the Moon Group is basically. We're incubating and we're creating companies sometimes, mostly like incubation. So Medieval Empires is one of those.
You're working on several projects, so this is one of the projects.
So
and you also have cryptojobs.com.
Yeah, exactly. Like... That one I created myself. This one, exactly. So I'm the biggest investor. We created this. I was there at the start, and yeah, it's a crypto game. It's a lot of fun. I'm playing it every day. It's playable now. medievalempires.com. Davinci is now number 5 on the leaderboard. I'm number 48, I think. So
okay,
I'm lagging behind. I know, right? Okay, so let's show maybe this part first. This is actually the CEO of Medieval Empires. He usually sits here.
Oh, right, okay.
He's here like 3 days a week, and the rest he's working from home. And then I can show you the Moon Studio with the 2 cool people here,
Hi,
Mr.
guys.
M and Crypto Kid.
Hey, nice to meet you guys.
Likewise. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Attila from Hungary.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Attila. Also from a YouTube channel, but from a Hungarian YouTube channel. So, yeah.
So yeah,
good job, guys. Just keep it up doing.
Thank you. So yeah, we make our live streams here, and these 2 legends make sure that the show is incredible every day. So yeah, now we say hi to the Hungarian audience.
Hello. How do you say hello in Hungarian?
You can say hello could work actually. Then you can say szia. And very similar to the English way to szia, just not szia, just szia.
Yeah, so this is the studio, and then we have actually one more studio here.
Okay.
So we have 2 studios because we also help crypto influencers grow. So we have studio, and then
so they just come in and record their own.
They record videos, and then I coach them, I help them, and yeah, we have an agency for that. So.
Oh, right, agencies, and they actually in Dubai, located in Dubai, I guess. If they
most
have
of
to
them,
come
yeah, most of them, yeah. So that's that, and yeah, as you can hear, like a small little meeting room where usually if people have calls, they would book these meeting rooms. And then this is the reception that you saw already.
Yeah.
Shiab, sitting
here.
Yeah, so now we have someone having a meeting in there, but...
and yeah, Dubai also.
Yeah,
amazing views.
Incredible view, exactly. But yeah, the best part of the office, as you already mentioned, is of course the Formula 2 car. This one I'm very proud of because obviously it's pretty crazy to have something like this in the office.
Yeah.
And maybe some people will say, but Carl, Bybit and OKX, they have Formula cars in their office. No, they don't. They have mock-ups. They have fake cars.
Okay.
This is the car.
The car he was racing with.
Yeah, for multiple seasons, traveling around the world. This has been in Abu Dhabi, it's been in Bahrain, it's been in Belgium, it's been...
It has been crashed.
Hungary, it's been in Hungary.
Yeah, of course, because Formula 1.
Yeah, in Formula 1, so it's been everywhere. So it's been crashed, it's been fixed, it's been... you can see some small scratches on places because it's... yeah.
And actually, as a sponsor, did you ever get the chance to drive it?
No, not yet, but because it's not easy to organize. But I'm gonna do it at some point, yeah, because I bought the car now.
Yeah, okay, it's yours
my car.
Actually.
So now I can do whatever I want, yeah. And this is the actual helmet as well from when he was racing. You can see all the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember what happens if you scan this, but if you guys scan this, then
okay, it's going to the moon.
Yeah, exactly. Just
maybe end up there.
Scan and see what happens, guys. I actually
see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what we put there actually, but.
And I think a very nice feature is it's your. Do you have the brother on the down there?
Yeah.
If you go with the camera, is he there on the other side?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. Okay. So that's my little brother. So yeah, we. I mean, I love him so much, and I thought, you know, I might as well highlight him. Like we also do some awareness for Down syndrome. So I'm working with the Down Syndrome Association as well. Like part of what they want is money, yes, but also awareness. So they want me to make content with them, and they want me to share. They just want to normalize the fact that some people have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
You know, like it's nothing scary about it, and they're human just like anyone else. So basically, I want to highlight that I'm proud of him, not ashamed of him. You know,
yeah,
that's
sure you should be actually, and it's very important because people, when it comes to different kind of you call it illness, whatever you have to say, but they just cannot handle these things. When you're meeting a person who have any kind of disabilities, if you have to say that, you don't know how to handle it, and we should teach people that get on with them normally. They appreciate it. I think they're sick and tired of that they a different way. They just like you and me.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah, for sure. Like they have some differences, but at the end they.
yeah, but they're all different at the one.
Yeah, everyone is different. Yeah.
So just that kind of. And
I
what
agree.
about your
The
NFT?
CryptoPunk, yeah.
The CryptoPunk.
Yeah, this was probably one of my biggest mistakes.
I wanted to ask it.
Yeah.
Have you regretted more?
I mean, I did regret it the first few days, but then I realized like, who cares? So basically,
Okay.
I was very, very rich in the bull market. I had too much money, and I was like, everyone was buying NFTs, and I started to FOMO, and I was like, you know what? I need to buy an NFT. So I told
And why not start with the CryptoPunk?
Yeah. So I told my assistant at the time, like, I was like, hey, here you have $1 million. Go and buy an NFT for $1 million, or like show me an NFT for $1 million. And then, yeah, he was like, yeah, this one is $1 million, and we're like, okay, let's buy this one. And I just bought it, and we realized later, because I should have checked it, you know, when I scrolled down, I realized that first of all, it's not as rare as I thought, so it's not really worth $1 million. It was worth maybe like 200K when I bought it.
Okay.
So I destroyed money like this, and also
lucky person who you bought it from.
he made money like this. Fuck, that was one huge mistake I made. I'm embarrassed, but it is what it is. And also, I was supposed to use it for a profile picture on my Twitter.
Nice, but it's a female.
It's a female. So if I had done 2 minutes of research when I spent $1 million, I could have saved myself, $1 million basically. And now it's worth maybe 50K, I don't know, but like, yeah.
That you never know, they might come back, who knows?
Maybe, but I consider this capital destruction at its finest. That was a mistake. But I'm highlighting the mistake, making fun of it, so it's fun.
It's part of your journey. I think mistakes are not bad things. Mistakes, if we learn from them at least,
exactly.
it's guide you through, you know, to your next steps.
I think so.
Obstacle is the way anyway, so it's like, yeah, I think it's okay. It's not to be ashamed of it. It's part of you. I think it's totally okay. Even it doesn't matter what people think about it.
I agree. I agree. If you want to see this,
yes,
this is the steering wheel, the actual one. You can see it's all used. It's a 50,000 euro wheel.
Okay, then don't drop it.
Don't drop it, because it's so much technology and stuff. So
it's crazy what these guys are doing there. It's like it's just all this information which are on it.
Yeah, so it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is shift gears, and I think the clutch is there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be awesome one day when you actually learn how to drive this car properly, when you're getting more and more into racing.
Yeah, I would love to.
Because you have driven a Formula 1 car, right?
Yeah, I did.
That's
I drove
correct.
an F1 car. Yeah, I did. In France. That was sick. This would be so much fun as well. And here you can actually see Ralph Boschung. That's
the one
driver.
who drove it. Yeah.
Yeah, such a legend.
Still not starting the YouTube channel, right?
Still not. I've been.
How many times promised?
3-4 times we tried, but it doesn't work.
Okay.
But if this video reaches 5,000 likes, then I will again tell him like now it's the time to start a channel.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like no one would ever in the right mind in Formula 2 have a car like this, because usually it's like company logos. Look, again, like I just had so much money in the bull market, I didn't know where to spend it. So like 2.5 million per year to do this, it was like to me like.
Was it the sponsorship was 2.5 million per year?
That's the season.
And you did for two seasons?
The first season I did the full season, or the full car, and then the other season I was like 30% of the sponsor, so then it was cheaper, but still like $600,000-700,000.
Sorry, the first one you covered the whole thing.
First year, and then the second year was like 30%.
The 30%. Okay.
Yeah. But you can. It's also very light. It's like
let me try it.
very easy to.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
it must be light actually.
I think it's only like 700 kilos.
Okay.
Not much at all.
And these are the origin. I mean, these are wheels which they're so slippery, kind of when you touch them. Oh.
Yeah. So these are actual Formula 2 tires.
But I guess when they warm up, it becomes different material.
Yeah.
Right?
When they get warm, they get super
sticky. A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, these are slicks. So these are new from Formula 2, and usually, like you cannot buy them. But Ralph, he was crazy. He got it so that we could buy new fresh tires for the car, which is usually not allowed. Like you cannot buy this for private reasons in Formula 2, only for the teams. But yeah, so we have this car now. It's insane, and it's amazing. It's such a crazy thing, actually.
Yeah, I think. I think this is the nice way to finish this video, because I wish you great success in this bull market as well.
Thank you, bro.
And you know,
good luck with your channel. I mean, in Hungary, I hope that you stay #1 and that you keep pushing. And
I did.
And your English channel, hopefully you can.
Maybe you help now a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll share this video. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
okay, Car, it was a pleasure. Thank
no
you very
worries.
much.
Thank you, bro.
See you guys in the next one then. And of course, as you usually say, like the video if you like it. Yeah, why not? And of course, subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.